Well, good morning again, everybody, from Matt here in Port Huron, Michigan, doing this second live feed here over at International Park, just on the other side of the bridge. We're now on the Lake Huron side. Looking back, I was just doing the live feed from over there. This is the St. Clair River. Goes down to Detroit and then ultimately to Lake Erie. And doing the sunrise over the southern entrance to Lake Huron, which is right there. I'm going to walk around and show you some of the plaques here, but this is a park of partnership with the USA and Canada, which you're looking at right over there. That is the town of Sarnia. And this is the bridge connecting the USA over to Canada. I'll show you a few of the plaques and monuments here. The sign straddles the 43rd degree north latitude line, otherwise known as the 43rd parallel. As you read this sign, you are facing due east. At this location, you are actually closer to the equator than you are the North Pole. First of all, let's walk over here and look at that sunrise there, folks. Let's walk out here on the edge of the water. Crossing an old railroad grade here. Wow, look at that. Sunrise over Lake Huron. Again, this is why it's called the Blue Water Bridge. Look at how clear the water is, and it's a vibrant blue. Can't really see it this early in the morning, and the current here is extremely fast. All the freighters that carry all the goods from Lake Superior and go down to Toledo, Cleveland, Erie, Pennsylvania, all pass right through here. For those of you that know the Edmund Fitzgerald, when it was in operation, passed right through here as well. The Arthur Anderson, its partnership, still passes through here to this day. Extremely clear water. You can see down quite a ways. Got a small little boat going by here. We'll just keep it on there and then I'll walk you around International Park. That's just a small little boat, not a freighter. Heading out to Lake Huron. Got the United States and Canadian flags there. Feels great this morning. I think it's like 58 degrees. Crossing over the railroad here. There's another beautiful shot of the sunrise. over Lake Huron and the St. Clair River. I was keeping it on there in case you wanted to do a screenshot. Okay, first marker here, the John S. Martin. On August 4th, 1900, the Fontana sank while in these narrows. Several weeks later, on September 25th, 1900, the Martin, a 225-foot schooner with a load of iron ore, was being towed downbound from Lake Huron by the steamer Grover. In attempting to avoid the wreckage of the Fontana, the Martin collided with an upbound ship named the Yuma and went down, taking the lives of 4 crewmen. The anchor was recovered from the Martin, which lies approximately 600 feet northeasterly of this monument. There is the anchor of the ship I was just referencing. Still with some of the wooden timbers attached. But that's a beautiful shot with the bridge in the background. It's a nice little park over here. We got 2 more monuments to show you. Just wanted to show you the sign here. International Flag Plaza, City of Port Huron. Founded in 1857. And there's a great shot with the sign and the bridge. Now walk you over to what's called the Blue Water Maiden. I guess this would be the age 18 plus monument here. You'll see why in a minute. Some of you have seen these pictures before. When I was here last year, I came here 3 weeks before my knee surgery, the first one. Again, just give you a shot of the bridge. All right, the Blue Water Maiden. This statue symbolizes the abundance of water in the Port Huron area. It was donated to the city of Port Huron from this family in 1966. And as you see, an interesting sculpture. What's really cool, though, is if you catch it just right. And I got to be back a little bit. Yeah, I'm not going to spend the time trying to find it, but you can get her holding the Canadian flag. Again, beautiful sunrise. Southern entrance to Lake Huron. People out jogging. Here's the next monument. Storm of 1913 remembered. On November 7th to 10th, 1913, 2 major storms collided over the Great Lakes. This created hurricane-like winds that lasted over 16 hours, producing waves over 40 feet tall. As the storm intensified, temperatures dropped below freezing, triggering a major blizzard across the Great Lakes region, preventing many ships from reaching the safety of the St. Clair River. When the storm passed, fears became reality. The overturned hull of a large ship could be seen offshore, just 11 miles north of where you stand. Days later, this mystery ship was confirmed to be the Charles S. Price, from which there were no survivors. The losses were staggering. All told, over 19 ships were a total loss. Another 50 ships were damaged, and over 250 lives were lost in the storm of 1913. There's a nice shot dedicated to the memory of those who were taken from us on our inland seas, otherwise known as the Great Lakes. Close in our hearts, you will always stay honored and remembered every day. Morning. Okay, and then I'll show you this one over here. Nice little park here, and then this is all the residential area back here. My apartments are all up that way. The Fort Gratiot Lighthouse, the largest on the Great Lakes, is up here about a half a mile. This is the Alabama Tuskegee Airmen in Michigan Monument. Little plaque describing the monument, which is right here. All right, Alabama's Tuskegee Airmen in Michigan. March 26, 1943, the 332nd Fighter Group departed Tuskegee Army Airfield in Alabama. Tuskegee Airmen fought for their beliefs, and some of these patriots gave up their lives for their country. They're just honoring the ones that are from Michigan. And let's end this live feed by sitting here and getting a shot of the sunrise. As you can tell, a very popular spot for joggers. Blue Water Bridge from the other side. Looking southwest. And less than a quarter mile over to Canada, you can see some of our Canadian brethren on the other side in the equivalent of their international park over there. There's their flags. Got a little bit of a Red Rover thing going on here. You can see them parked along over there. Makes me want to yell, "Hey, thanks for the smoke." Can't really smell it though anymore. It's pretty much cleared out. And again, looking at the opening to Lake Huron there. All right, well, I will do several shorts and take pictures while I'm here. These were the two areas where I wanted to do the live feed. Was the sunrise over the bridge and then International Park. It's going to warm up fast. I think it's supposed to get to 84, so I want to get everything done I can as early as possible. So, all right. From Port Huron, Michigan, Matt signing off. Thanks for joining me this morning. Hope everybody has a great weekend.